Photography Awards. My name is Kylie Lyons and I will be your panel chair for this session. We are judging the family category and we are room 4. I am ably assisted by Shireen Hammond. Judges for our category, I'm going to read you the preamble. We are judging the family category. And the rules are, the family category is intended for domestic photographers to enter images that reflect the real work that they are selling or aiming to sell to their clients. In addition to the core rules that we have, entries into this category must be commissioned by the family depicted in the entry. The entry does not have to be the photograph that they sold to the client, but it must be from the same photography session. Entrants cannot enter members of their own family under any circumstances, and entries may be multi-layered, allowing the use of additional photographic elements. Diptych, triptych and series are also permitted, as too are head swaps. Okay. So our family category is sponsored by Jickley Media and Bruce. Bruce from Jickley is here in the crowd, so say hello to Bruce and be sure to go and see him out on his stand when we have our break a little bit later on. We are working till 10:30 this morning where we will all have a break. So we'd also like to acknowledge the major sponsors, our platinum sponsors for this year. We have Olympus, Aon and Panasonic, so we thank them for their support, and also if we're here, go out and see them on their stands. Okay, I'll introduce our judges. So our judges this morning, in position number 1, we have Mr. David Oliver. He's a Grand Master of Photography and also a Fellow of the Institute, coming to us straight from country New South Wales, up in the northern regions near Newcastle. Hello, David. Wave to the crowd. Yay. Yay. This is what I like, audience participation. Thank you, audience, for being here. That's what we want. Thanks, Jez. Nice to see you. Position number 2, we have Charmaine Hire. Now, Charmaine, you've won a few awards in your time, and I think you are currently the creative photographer of the year. So that was 2016. So this year, you going for creative again? No. We're not telling. No, we're not telling. But Charmaine is also a Grand Master of Photography all the way from Cairns in Queensland. So welcome. Welcome to our panel. Oh. Position number 3, Alan Photobat Moyle, all the way from Victoria. You didn't have to come far this morning? No? Was there a little bit of traffic on the roads? You caught the train. Good on you. Public transport. Way to go. And Alan, I should point out, is a Master of Photography with 1 gold bar. 2 gold bars. I'm getting confused. Hang on. Where's my notes? It's not in alphabetical order. My apologies. There he is. Look, he's got a 2. Welcome, Alan. And next to Alan is Vicky Bell. Yay, Vicky. Long time no see, Vicky. It's been a long, long time. And Vicky is a Master of Photography and she has 1 gold bar. Also from Victoria. And did you catch the train as well? Hours. Okay. She lives around. Did you walk? Drove. Terrible. Train tomorrow. Tram. The trams are beautiful. I love the trams here in Melbourne. Fantastic. Welcome, Vicky. And then in position number 5, we have Jacinta Dalben. Hello, Jacinta. And you're also from Melbourne. Well, tell us where from. How did you get here? Hillside. Car. Hello, Fee. Fee's out the back. Welcome. Lovely to see you. And you're an associate. Well done. All right. Well, we're throwing you in the deep end, aren't we? Now, in our reserve positions, we have Mark Rosetto. I've got to be careful because someone's told me to call him Mark Risotto. So we've got to watch that. So welcome. So Mark is a Master of Photography from Queensland. And it's hard coming down to the cold from Queensland, isn't it? It's freezing. Welcome, Mark. And next to Mark, 2IC, Katie Kohlenberg, ACT. Welcome. You wouldn't have had fun. How did you get here? Fly? You could have caught the train too. Oh, sorry, not likely. Well, so beside me, Shireen Hammond is just itching for me to tell you that she is the 2016 Family Photographer. Is that Victoria? Of National? So she's the... So we're here to beat her this year, aren't we? We're all here to win. Congratulations. And you're a Master of Photography, and she's got 3 little gold bars. And she's a licentiate, yes. Those licentiates, did you stitch your ribbons on? Good on you. Well done. What does that mean again? We've been members for more than 15 years. Yay. I know. We're old. We don't look at Shireen and I. We look fabulous. We are fabulous at photoshopping. So like I said, my name's Kylie Lyons. I'm also a Master of Photography. I have 1 gold bar, but I also have a blue ribbon. That means I'm an honorary life member. Yeah. So I'm a bit special. Yep. Nah. All right, so judges, are you ready? We are judging the family category. Our background crew, you all good to go? Let's have the first print, please. And just for our people listening in on live stream, I believe there is a chat room. So hopefully get in there. Let us know what you think. Let's keep it positive and let's keep it respectful, as our judges have been asked to do this weekend. And let's look at some beautiful pictures. Thank you, judges. This print has scored 76. And I'll have a comment from Alan. Thank you.
Great concept. I think just a bit more punchy in the colours, a bit more contrast.
Lovely. Thank you, Alan. Next print, please. Thank you, judges. We have an average score of 78. Charmaine, comment, thank you.
I would just like the white flare in the middle of the picture to be toned down a little bit more. It's a little bit stark.
Lovely. Thank you, Charmaine. Next print, please. Thank you, judges. We have an average score of 78. And I might ask Jacinta, could I have a comment, please?
Yeah, I just probably watch the colour tone around the eyes of the baby. It looks a little bit blue, and the sharpening of the right eye.
Thank you. And there was a few nods, so I think our judges were in agreement. Next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has averaged 77. David, could I ask for a comment, please?
Yes, I think there needs to be a little bit more emotion in this image. The father at the back is just standing there, so just a little bit more animation would have worked.
Thank you. We'll accept that score. Next print, please. For those who have just joined us, this is room 4 in the family category. Hello to all our room 4ers. Yay! Hi. Thanks, Jez. I like that. You know, feel the love. Feel the love. Feel the love. And just to let you know, out the back of room 4, our print handlers today are Angela, Don and Nellie. So thank you guys and gals. All right. This print in front of us has just scored 75. Vicky, could I ask for a comment, please?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
A super great moment. Look, great capture, great emotion. The only thing maybe to elevate it into the award standard would, maybe something a little bit more creative, a bit more imaginative, but otherwise, great capture, great pro practice.
Thank you. Thanks, Vicky. And we might look at that microphone to try and get that a bit closer to you. Next print, please. I think she's fixed it. I think it's good. Thank you, judges. This print has averaged 81. We have our first silver award. Very nice. And I might just ask for a comment from David again, if I may.
Yeah, look, to go even higher, maybe a little bit more contrast would have worked, I think. But it's a silver award, and that's fantastic.
Thank you, David. We'll accept that score and have next print, please. Thank you, judges. This print has scored 75. Jacinta, may I ask for a comment from you again, please?
I was just struggling to...
Sorry, start again.
It's okay.
DJ Shireen just wasn't on it.
Focus point, I find I'm looking more to the top of the image at the actual background rather than the subjects and the colour tones.
Okay, thank you, Jacinta. Next print, please. So hopefully you've heard we will be commenting on every single print this weekend. How good is that? Good. Look, everyone's thumbs up. Yay, cool. So I hope you enjoy our comments. It keeps our judges on their toes because I could call on them any second to give a comment. Lovely. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 81, a silver award. Very nice. Vicky, could I ask for a comment, please?
Captivating concept. Absolutely. Very curious concept, had me stuck there. Probably just, again, finessing with some tones, like it was a quite cool and a bit detached in tone, so it needs a little bit of warming up and attention to the colour palette, perhaps. Yeah.
Thank you, Vicky. Let's accept that score and congratulations. We'll have next print, please. So our judges do have a scorecard that we give them to give them a bit of a hint about where to place their scores. And on the rear are some talking points. So if you need to give some advice and give some critique, those talking points might be a good place to start. And I'm just waiting. David, have you submitted your score there? You have now. Thank you. The print has averaged 77. Alan, can I have a comment, please?
Great shot. Just needs, for me, colour toning on the skin really pulls it down, and composition doesn't quite work. The sort of leading down into the water kind of gives me an uncomfortable feeling.
Thank you, Alan. We'll accept that score of 77, which is professional practice and a good score to aim for. Next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 81, silver award. Thank you. Charmaine, could I ask for a comment, please?
Yeah, I'd possibly look at the composition as well on the image as well.
Composition,
Yeah.
lovely. Let's accept that score. Congratulations, a silver award. Next print, please. Thank you, judges. This print has scored 79. Yeah, just on the cusp. And no one can challenge because we are not 5 points away or more. But we will be asking for a comment, but it will go for review in the other room at the end of the category. So I might ask Charmaine if I could have a comment from you because you're at 78.
Yeah, I think working on the lighting would really improve this image as well.
Okay, thank you. So it will go for review. There might be life there yet. It might go into the silver range. We'll have to wait and see. Let's have next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print scores 75. I'm going to pick on Charmaine again, if I may, because you're at 75.
Yeah, I think it's a really tender moment. I think the lighting could have been much softer and added to that, the whole story.
Yeah, thank you. And there was a few nods there from our judges. I'll accept that score. Next print, please. David, did you hit submit again? It's a little bit tender, your iPad. Have to caress it. Oh, thank you, judges. Print scores 76. I'll ask for a comment from David.
Yeah, I just think the lighting's a little flat. Maybe a different time of the day would have improved. But great pictures and great expression.
Lovely. On that note, turn me up, DJ. On that note, we're going to do our first judge change. Jacinta, thank you so much. I'm going to do a quick swap with you with Mark Rosetto, not Risotto, Rosetto. I've got to get that in my head. Welcome, Mark. Welcome to the team. All right, let's have the next print, please. Okie doke. Now Mark's score is in. We have an average score of 83, Silver Award. Thank you. So we might just ask maybe David, can I have a comment, please?
Yeah, look, fantastic pictures all the way through that composition, and presentation was just excellent.
Lovely. Thank you. Yes, it is a little bit three-dimensional from this angle, which would be hard to see on live stream and for our people in here, but very nice. Thank you, David. Let's accept that score and congratulations on the Silver Award. Next print, please. It's just waiting for Alan's score, which has gone in. Thank you, judges. Print scores 82, Silver Award. Very nice. Mark, you haven't said hello to us yet, so say hello and give us a comment.
Hi. The lighting in the mood is beautiful. It's just nice and soft, and it suits the matting that they've chosen has suited the image beautifully.
Thank you. On that note, we're going to do a quick judge change too. Vicky, I'm going to give you a break. And Katie Kohlenberg, come on down. All right, let's accept that score of 82 and have next print, please. Yes. Okay, we are judging family category this morning here in room 4. Obviously, our great sponsor for this category is Jickley Media Supplies. Thank you to Bruce for sponsoring this category. And this print has averaged 78. Thank you. So I'll ask for a comment. Oh, yes, Mark, thank you.
Just a distracting element, top right-hand corner, the edge of the wall that you can see. If that was cropped out, it doesn't need to be there.
Thank you. We'll accept that score. Next print, please. So we've done a couple of judge changes, and I'll introduce who the panel is, just so you know. So position 1 is David Oliver. Then we have Charmaine Heyer, Alan Moyle, Katie Kohlenberg, and Mark Rosetto. And thank you again to our platinum sponsors for this weekend, Olympus, Aeon, and Panasonic. And I know that they've got some hands-on displays out there. You can touch cameras even. So go out and have a play, have a chat to them, and thank them greatly for their support. I'm just waiting for Mark's score to come in, and it has. We have an average of 82, silver award. Alan, you're on 82. Can I have a comment, please?
It's a really well printed, great story. Sorry. Well printed, good little story there to come through and really bring that emotion in.
Thank you, Alan. Next print, please. The good thing is I've got Shireen, who understands DJing stuff, and she's teaching our judges to put the microphone on the chin so that we can hear them. Isn't that good? It's a learning exercise this weekend. It's only Friday though, isn't it? I forgot. I don't know what day it is. Been here too long. Oh, he's gone. Okay, the score has come in. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 78. Thank you, David. I will take your challenger on 83. Now, just for your benefit, you've got 78, 75, 77 and 76.
Yeah,
Thank you, David.
When this popped around, I thought, wow, what a fresh idea. And it's very painterly as well. It's not overdone in the background and on the mother. And that's what I enjoyed this one. I just feel that it's almost like it's a piece of art. And I think this is just something fresh, refreshing to see, something new.
Okay, yes. Hand that microphone to Charmaine. I'll have a comment from there.
I find the composition quite interesting. I think I find there's a conflict from the stark reality of what it is and the softness. So for me, the panty feel doesn't really suit the image. I would prefer it to be a bit more harder and more definition around the woman's legs. Just so, because the whole situation is quite harsh and the conditions, and I just feel the panty effect doesn't really suit for me.
Alan, do you have some comments you'd like to make?
Agreeing with Charmaine there, but also the sharpness and focus on the baby being completely out also really detracts for me from what should be, I believe, a lot more crisper and cleaner image.
Okay, David, I'll give you right of reply.
Yeah, I'm just rewarding this for the concept and the idea, and the more I look at it, the more I'm enjoying this image. It is like a piece of art to me. It's very painterly. That's what I enjoyed.
Okay, David's score of 83 remains. The print is averaging 78 currently. Can our other 4 judges please rescore? And for the benefit of our audience, our other 4 judges may change their original score if they wish, or they can stick to what they had. And it has now averaged 79. So that 1 point, it will go to the other room at the end of the category for review. So thank you very much, judges. We'll accept that score and have next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has averaged 79, and it will go for review. So I shall ask, you want to make a comment, Alan? Your hand just... No, you can't challenge. There's no challenge available. You have to be 5 away, but I'd like a comment. Thank you.
I love the concept. I put this into the range because it does show that sort of second child feeling for the first child. I think it's a really well put together shot, and the bed kind of making it 2 different images is amazing.
Thank you, Alan. Well, it might have a second chance when it goes for review. Next print, please. Turn me up. Hello, 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 hello. Does everyone like the drink bottles? How cool is the drink bottle? And it has our platinum sponsors. And our resident photographer with her iPhone, Vicky Bell, is taking some pictures. Yes. Hashtag, is it APPA 2017? Hashtag. Okay, we have an average score of 78. Good, thank you, David. David is going to challenge on 84. Now, again, I'll give you the scores. 77, 78, 75, 74. Take it away, David.
Yeah, look, I thought the lighting and the detail that had been achieved was fantastic. The expression was there, the concept, the idea of the peacock in the background, matching with the dress. It's an idea and a concept, I think, that's working for me here. But happy to listen to other comments.
Okay, I will ask Mark for a comment because Mark's at the other end at 74, but he's up against the print, so it's like patience, grasshopper. Patience. Yeah, and Mark's in a very awkward position getting into that chair.
I'll squeeze on through. When the photographer's chosen the outfit and the concept, the dress is so ginormously big for this lovely little girl that it's not actually covering her chest and breast kind of properly. Like, you can see it coming up the left-hand side. In terms of the concept and the idea, just those little things to me is kind of like I'm not in the narrative and the story believable because it could have been finessed to make it get to that stage. So it's just the left-hand side where her left shoulder, her right shoulder, our left eye, it's just coming up near her chin.
Okay, Charmaine, I'll ask for a comment, please.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I think the composition is just too tight. I think the photographer maybe could look at having more space or getting another expression from the woman would really... I think the tones of the print are lovely, but I think maybe for the time that they could have had, a better picture could have come out of this.
Okay, David, your final word, right of reply.
I do agree with those comments.
Okay, well, let's rescore. David's score of 84 remains. Our other 4 judges need to rescore, please. Again, bearing in mind you can change your score or you can stick to your guns, and it still remains at 78. But thank you for those comments. I'm sure they are very much appreciated. Let's go next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 79 and it will go for review, but we still need to comment, so I might ask Katie, can I have a comment, please?
Thank you. This is quite striking graphically. I think that probably got all of us when it turned around. Just with the contrast, perhaps it's a little flat. If the photographer wants to, improve on it, I'd look at that.
Thank you. Appreciate the comments. Next print, please. All right. Scores are coming in, and we have an average of 81, a silver award. I'd love a challenge because Mark's on 87. So you've got two other judges in the 80s, and then you have two judges in the 70s.
Okay. So I've got a little bit of work to do here. I'm asking for a silver distinction for this print. I love the attitude and the story of this little girl that holding the teddy's ear, and that little arm is given a little bit of like a sassiness, which is just awesome. And she's arched her back, and it's just such an attitude image for a little girl at this age. And I love the chunkiness. All the rolls are in all the right places. And her eyes, the sharpness, the quality of the prints, the tonality works beautifully. The photographers really thought about the paper choice. I believe that this needs to come up to that silver distinction range due to all of those comments that I've made. But the attitude of the girl is the part that gets me over the line. That's quite beautiful.
Can I ask Alan for a comment? You're on 77. Yeah, I was going to say, put that under there. I feel a bit more safer now. Phew.
So I can hear what you're saying there, Mark. I do agree with lots of it. It was the printing that the sorry, Katie. Not medical glass. The tonality, just the tones coming together around the right side of the print kind of led me away, and just the imbalance. Like, I do agree with all those bits and pieces that you've said. It's just that imbalance that kind of got me not into that range, but I'm happy for it to be in the silver range.
Okay, Charmaine, can I have a comment from you?
Yeah, I scored this print 82, and I feel very comfortable with a silver for the print. I don't, for me, think it needs to go into the next level, but yeah, and I think maybe composition a little bit more with it would have, and maybe just a bit more would have taken me up definitely higher than that, but I'm very comfortable with 82.
All right, then Mark does have a right of reply.
Okay, so there's nothing really holding us back too much at all. There's nothing really pointed out that's going to need it to stay there. All those tones and the composition, the balance, and the way the printing's been done, it just elevates the picture. It elevates the image and the emotion, and it really focuses on that little girl beautifully. So I'm still strong at 87. I'm asking you to just come up actually 4 points into the silver distinction. I'd love to see this get a little bit further, or at least a couple of extra points to get it on its way. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. You can sit back and relax on 87. Our other judges may rescore. And it has gone up into solid silver, 83. So your comments made all our judges move. So all their scores did change, which helped that. So congratulations to the photographer. Let's have next print, please. Send me up. Here I am. We have a print score of 78, and all 5 judges scored 78. What a team! What a team. And on that note, we've got to do a quick judge change. Katie, I'm going to give you a quick rotation, and we'll welcome back Jacinta Dalben. Yes, please. I'll ask Charmaine for the comment.
I think for the fun that it is, there could be more love in the image and even in their stance and their bodies.
Lovely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome back, Jacinta. How's our team going? Going great? Good images. Family category brought to us by Jickley Media Supplies. Let's go next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 79. And I'll get a comment from Charmaine again, if I may.
Yeah, I think it's a lovely, simple print. I think just a bit more time and expressions would have really helped it too.
Thank you. Let's accept that score, and it will go for review. Next print, please. Mark's just wrecking the joint. It is a bit of a difficult seat for him to sit in position 5. All right, scores are in, and by majority, we have a score of 79. Thank you, David. I will accept your score. It did actually average 80, but you have 3 judges in that 70 range. You're there on 86. So let's take a challenge. Thanks, David.
Yeah, look, the composition, the detail, the print quality, it's just all there. The relaxed pose, the expression, the lighting is superb. It's just I think it's a stunning image, and I'd love to see this get silver. And at 79, we're taking a gamble, sending it next door. So I'd really love to make the decision here, and I just feel that jumps out as the silver. I'm going for silver distinction, but at 79, I'm happy for it to get silver.
All right, Charmaine, please, on 75.
Yeah, I found this print quite disturbing. I find her right leg. Yeah, I would like more definition in it. From here, it looks like it's sort of not there. So I think the idea, the concept, is great, but I think the photographer could have handled it and refined it a lot more.
Alan, can I get a comment from you? You're in the silver range.
I love the ethereal nature of this. It takes you to another place. It's peaceful. I don't see it jarring at all with the leg. I feel it's such a beautiful shot. I believe the pose is lovely. It is really well put together. This deserved to be up into that silver range.
Okay. Right of reply to David.
Yeah, look, we're not asking for a lot, just one more mark. Looking at that composition, I think it works really well, Charmaine, and if the leg was more detailed, it would sort of great with the rest of that composition that's flowing from the arm and the other leg, the left leg. So it's just, I think you need to reward for that, as Alan said, that very relaxed pose. She's just floating and at peace, and it's just beautiful lighting. So let's try and get another mark for it.
Okay then, thank you, David. Your score of 86 remains. Other judges, please rescore. So it's one of those images where it did, by majority, score 79, because 3 of our judges were in that 70 range. We now have an average of 82, silver award. Woo, yay. Vicky's happy. She's going, woo, Yay! Lovely. Let's accept that score and we'll just go next print, please. Oh, yes, David has hit submit. This print has averaged 79 and it will go for review. Alan would like to make a comment.
My first comment is I want this to be everything sharp. This is an amazing shot. It's the dog is in focus, which is good, but I think everyone else needs to be in focus. The whole dropping it off. This is such a serious shot, and it is so well put together. The composition's great. The only other thing is the watch directly above the dog's head doesn't need to be there, but this has so much potential, and I'm going because I want it to be there.
And I can see nodding. There's nodding amongst the panel. So very, all agree. Thank you very much for those comments. I'm going to do a quick judge change. Mark. Vicky and Mark, high five. Woo. Go team. Thank you. Let's go next print, please. Did you know we're in the Nikon room? Room 4 is the Nikon room. Did you know? No? I know, isn't it amazing? We've got like all these cameras and lenses around us, and look at the signage on the back of the chairs. How amazing. Thank you, judges. This print has averaged 77. Vicky, can I ask for a comment, please?
Yes, you can ask for a comment.
Thank you. Short, sharp, succinct.
Okay, very environment dominated. I'm looking for the family concept in here, and the little girl seems very, there's no definition. It's very kind of creamy, smooth. So I'm losing a bit of that technical quality that I'm searching for as well.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll accept that score and have next print, please. But yes, we should mention, so we have all our platinum sponsors, and they each have a room, and each room is decorated for each of the sponsors. So we're in the Nikon room. Can you tell that D850 is a little bit intimidating there? Woof. But then you've got the Olympus room, you've got the Aeon room, and the Panasonic room. How cool. So thank you to our major sponsors, and including Jickley Media, who has sponsored our family category. This print in front of us here has scored 75. Yes, I'd love a comment. Thank you, Charmaine.
Yeah, this print could have been amazing. I think just with concentrating on the lighting and honing in on the 4 people would have been really great.
Okay, thank you. And all our scores there are quite consistent. We're all in that sort of 70 range. Let's have the next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print scores 82. Silver award. And I might ask for a comment from Alan.
Great concept, well executed, the tonality, everything. It's beautiful.
Thank you. What could possibly take it to another level?
Taking it to another level, I think re-looking at composition and cropping.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has averaged 77. I ask David for a comment, please.
Look, I think improving the composition would have helped, and the lighting is a little bit harsh on the baby. It's just a nice warmer light would have worked, I think, for this picture.
Okay, thank you, David. I'm going to do a quick judge change. Katie, can I bring you in for Alan? Thank you, Alan. I'm going to give you a break. You've been a stayer, which is good to see. And Charmaine and David, we're using and abusing you, but I know you love it. You do. You love it. How's our audience going? Feeling good? Yes. We're judging the family category, sponsored by Jickley Media. And I saw Bruce before. Bruce is out there, so we've got to go say hello later on. Next print, please. All right, so we've done a couple of judge changes. So our panel is David Oliver, Grandmaster of Photography. Charmaine Heyer, also another Grandmaster. Then I've changed Alan and I've put in Katie Kohlenberg. I know, you're still Alan. I just noticed that, so I'm going to change you now. So hang 10 on your score there, Katie. There she is. Put you in. And then we've got Jacinta Dalben and we've got Vicky Bell. Thank you, Katie. And scores have come in. We have averaged 82, a silver award. Oh, yes, but there's a challenge. Katie just got excited. She's on 87. So I'll tell you what you're working with, Katie. 82, 78, you're 87, 80 and 83. Go for it.
This just reminds me of paintings, romantic paintings that I looked at when I was a young teenager, and I find it emotive, inspiring. It's beautiful. It looks like a painting. I think it's definitely a silver, but I would encourage you to come up higher. What am I? Oh, we're already in a silver. Okay. Just a few more points. I can't really see anything wrong with it. I can't see anything to criticise. I really did have a very good look at the detail. Just every part of it looks exquisite to me, and the colour toning is beautiful. It's like a dream.
Okay, Charmaine, please, at 78.
Yeah, I wanted to love this print when it first turned around, and I find the girl's expression to me looks not at peace in the surroundings or the tones that it is. So the expression, I think, could have been softer, and then I would have just melted. And also her skin tone is quite white and not with a lovely warm glow that you would expect from those sort of tones. So I am, it's to me, it's potentially wonderful, but I just feel the expression could have just been made nicer, and even her skin tone is just sort of cold and it's not believable for me that for the background and everything from there.
All right. I'm going to ask maybe Vicky. You're in the 80s. You're 82. Can I have a comment?
Yeah, I tend to be in agreement with Charmaine. I felt the skin tones were kind of conflicting with the warmth and of the goldenness of the leaves and everything. So just rendering that whole colour palette to bring it together with some warmth and that skin tone to bring it up to that next level.
All right then. So Katie, you get a right of reply.
I don't see this as, it's not a sunny day. The warmth is there because it looks like autumn. But I mean, shooting outside in autumn when it's cloudy, it does have that cool look about it. You just get the warmth coming through in the colour. So to me, it doesn't look unbelievable. It does have a slightly mystical quality, and I think that's there as well. Perhaps if the skin was warmer, it might look a bit too warm. So to me, that skin tone does look realistic, and her expression is she's resting, she's sleeping, she's thinking and dreaming about something. I just don't see anything at odds there. It just, to me, looks like a cloudy day or there's something slightly melancholic about it, and I think that the skin tones go with that. So really, if that's it, then it's just a few more points to bring it up to silver distinction to really reward something original.
Thank you, Katie. You can sit back and relax on 87. Can our other judges please rescore? And the print now averages 84, a silver award, and it will also go for review. So it may well go into that distinction category that you're after, Katie. Thank you very much. Let's go next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has averaged 77. Thank you. I'd love a comment. Thanks, Jacinta. Yeah, to the chin. Speak nice and loud so our lovely audience can hear you.
There's too many images that we've got here. If you're going to do something like this, all of the images need to be at the same level of standard. I would probably even consider using just the first, the third and the 9th image. May have worked a little bit better.
Cool. Thank you for that.
No.
Sorry, DJ Shireen just had the wrong microphone then. So it was her fault, not your fault. It's okay. Thank you, Jacinta. Let's have next print, please. Cut it up, DJ Shireen. All right, we need some scores, please, judges. It's a tricky one, okay. Yeah. Tell you what, Vicky, you got to come to the judges' briefing because you're breaking some. All right, just Katie's score has come in. All right, by majority, we have a score of 84. It did actually average 85, but it's a silver award. Yes, we should clap. So it will go for review, but it did take a long time for us to judge. So it's obviously something that is difficult to read. So I might ask, let's ask Jacinta. Can I have a comment? Vicky, was your hand up then? I'm sorry. Would you want to comment? Yes, if you do. Thank you.
Oh, we're very captivated. So it was actually really difficult to see more than anything, and I did get some new rose-coloured glasses. But there's such an incredible story happening here, and it needs to go up. I know I can't challenge it, and I hope the next set of judges can see it. But it's incredible. It's quite powerful. You just have to sit with it, and it's quite impactful.
Great, thank you. And there's nodding all round, which is great. All right, I'm going to do a quick judge change. David, I will give you a break because I have used you quite a lot. And Alan Moyle is coming back in. Let's accept that score and have the next print, please. Thank you, judges. Print has scored 80, a silver award. Lovely. And Alan, because I've put you in the chair, I'll ask for a comment, please.
Yeah, well done. I love the progression of the circle compositions coming up to the larger one. I think it's been very well done.
Lovely. Thank you, Alan. Next print, please. So we are judging the family category. Did everybody know that? I hope you're paying attention. And it's sponsored by Giclée Media Supplies. I'm sure we have to say that with a French accent. Giclée. Sounds more exciting that way too. All right, and Vicky's score has come in, and we have an average of 84, silver award. Again, we'll go for review and possibly move into the silver distinction range. But let's have a comment from Vicky, please.
This is great. I mean, it's a connection with the earth. I love the story there and everything about it. So I've not seen this before, and I applaud the originality. The only finessing I would do is just the shift in, the posing, so we can see the girl behind more clearly. But I love this connection to each other and connection to the earth. That is really well done.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Let's accept that score and have next print, please. Did you hit submit, Vicky? She has now. That's all right. I'm glad you're clapping because I haven't got anything here. Now I've got it. So you could see the score before I could. We have a majority score of 85, a silver distinction. Yay! Happy days. Now, we need to point out, it did average 84, but we have 3 of our judges in that silver distinction range. Hence, it receives 85. So how exciting is that? It is super. Well, let's have a comment then. Vicky, you're super excited. Give us a comment.
Come on, this is amazing. Oh my God. Just beautiful. Like, it ticks all the boxes for me. Technically, the palette, the concept, the story. It is absolutely so beautiful and elegant.
Lovely.
Just beautiful. Well
Thank
done.
you. Well done. Congratulations indeed. So we will accept that score of 85 and congratulate the photographer. Next print, please. I do actually have the bios here for our judges, and while we wait for the scoring, I'll give you Vicky's bio because it's alphabetical order. So Vicky Bell began her photographic journey with a bachelor degree in education from Melbourne University, and she established her business back in 1990 as a portrait and wedding photographer while teaching darkroom practices at Melbourne University. And she's got a few awards under her belt. She is 2016 AIPP National Award Silver and Silver Distinction and Gold Award. 2014 WPPI, she achieved her Master of Photography at 2013 Victorian Illustrative Photographer of the Year. Oh my God, there's too many here, and I've got scores coming in all over the place. So Vicky, you've been around a lot. Let it go. All right. I'm just waiting for my screen. See, the score is up there. Now the score is here. Print has averaged 76. And I might ask Jacinta for a comment, please.
Beautiful image. I'd probably just work on the styling of it and also the sharpening of the subjects.
Thank you, Jacinta. Let's have next print, please. We've not changed there. Thank you, judges. I'm just waiting for the live stream to come back online, which it has. Thank you very much, Josh. Does everyone here know Josh? Hi, Josh. All right. We have an average score of 85, a silver distinction. Yay. So we might ask for a comment. Katie.
This is great. Just a really fun, original concept. Says family. I'm sure the family love it. It's got a great sense of humour. Yeah, really like it.
Lovely. And on that note, I'm going to give you a swapsy. I'm going to change you out, and I'm going to bring Mark Rosetto back in. We're keeping it real here, swapping it round. So, silver distinction. Congratulations to the photographer. Let's have next print, please. So we're judging the family category. All right, just waiting for the scores to come in, which they're in. You can see the score. I can't. The average is 82, silver award. Happy with that score? Why not? So Vicky's on 87 and may challenge. Now you're working with 75, 83, 81 and 84.
Oh, 75. Okay. Oh, what a great concept. I've got to applaud the author because of the intensity and the concept and the time involved in creating this. I've not seen it before. To me, it is a beautiful, innovative, creative family portrait. I'd have one of those. Book me in, please. I put my karate outfit on. But yeah, look, I didn't take it up to gold, but it has got everything going for it as far as silver distinction goes. It's ticking a lot of these amazing boxes that we've got here in regards to sort of technique, concept, beautiful presentation. I love the palette. I love the attitude. It speaks volumes about the family, what they do, what they love. So it's got a really strong narrative. Let's push it up a couple more.
All right, well, let's hear from Alan first, who's on 75. Ellen, sorry, it's DJ Shireen. She's
Yes, so for me, I didn't quite get into that award standard because I appreciate everything that's been happening. There's just a few that overlit. The vignette behind, I feel, is a bit harsh on some of them. Also, the frame up in the top left-hand corner being quite a lot different from the others in terms of the tone just dragged me down. I love this. I can see it being in a great award print. I'm just not in there yet, but I'm really happy to listen.
Jacinta, I'd love to hear from you. You're also in that high silver range.
I was quite close, and I agree with Vicky, and I've just gone up and had another look. The background in the frames I missed before is actually the same as the subjects, which to me just takes it to another level. So I'm on 84, and that takes me up to silver with distinction. I think it's really unique, really cleverly put together, craftsmanship, tonality, I love. I don't really have a problem with the frame. I don't think that Alan is talking about. So, yeah, I think it's beautiful and deserves it.
All right. A right of reply to you, Vicky.
Do you know there's occasions where, the concept overrides the, tiny details? Like, I think we've got to really celebrate and applaud and elevate and encourage this incredible concept because, it totally overrides a little bit of, X, Y, Z, so be it. But, there is technical excellence in there by all means. So let's drive it up and hashtag go for Silver D.
Oh, a new hashtag. Great. All right. Thank you, Vicky. Sit back and relax on 87. Other judges, please rescore. So the current average is 82. Jacinta's in. And we're waiting for this to roll over. Here we goes. 85. Silver distinction. Yay. All right. We're going to ask for a blank screen, please. Just got an issue with live stream, so we're just going to take a few minutes break. But Charmaine, could you go next door to room 3 and please see Robin? Turn me up. We're going to break now. So this is going to be our 45-minute break. So we're 10 minutes ahead. Judges be back here at 5 to 11. 5 minutes to 11. The judges who are judging today may use the little coffee. No, the coffee's great, but there's a little water station in the little room next door. So we'll be back here shortly. Go out, see the trade, say hello, and we'll see you back here very shortly.